All right, guys, it is 9 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to be here tonight. I know that it is a little bit out of your night to come and learn about AdvoCare, but oh my goodness, am I so passionate about sharing it with you. So who am I behind this computer screen? So we're Greg and Shannon Wardwell. We're here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We are an Army family. And we love AdvoCare. That is a true story. We got started with AdvoCare just 8 months ago. We hit our 8-month mark last week. And man, it has blessed us so much. So, prior to AdvoCare getting started, I was exhausted. We have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. And boy, did they keep us busy on our toes. And so it didn't help that I was going to have to go out and buy new pants. New and stop wearing maternity pants. And so I was honestly looking for a serious health solution. I knew that if I didn't change things now, that in 10 years, things were still going to look the same. In 20 years, things were still going to look the same. So I knew that I needed to make a quick change. And so my friend shared AdvoCare with me. She gave me a product called Spark, and I started doing laundry during nap time, which was absolutely amazing for a stay-at-home mama to start doing things while her babies were napping. Instead of laying on the couch and binge watching Netflix, I was getting things done, and that was exciting. So I got started on a few more products, and you'll see that first month I lost 8.8 pounds and 10 1/4 inches, and that was 2 pant sizes for me. And that was motivation, guys, to get going and to keep going, live a healthier lifestyle for our family. To date, 8 months in, 35 pounds down, and now I'm starting to put on a little bit more weight and lean muscle. I'm building muscle, doing things I never imagined was possible as a mama of 3. So we are just so excited about what this is doing for us. Now, I love sharing my husband's story because it's different than mine. He got started with AdvoCare just to be my support system. No intention of needing to lose weight, or didn't really think he needed to get his nutrition under control. But you'll see there that he lost 10 pounds and 8 inches. But what he gained was energy for our family. He works 15-hour days, very exhausting. He was coming home and just laying on the couch. And so now we noticed on day 4 of AdvoCare products, he was coming in and giving our babies a bath, and just wrestling with the boys, and that was adding value to our home. So we are so thankful about what that's done. He's gone on to lose about 13 pounds now, and more inches, and gaining muscle in his shoulders. He looks the healthiest he's ever looked. And who knew that was possible in our mid-30s? So we are just so excited about what this is doing for us, and even more excited about paying that forward to other families. So 8 months ago, I had absolutely no idea who AdvoCare was. So that may be where you're at today. And so AdvoCare has been around for 23 years. We are a world-class nutrition company, and we were founded by Charlie Regis there in Plano, Texas. And we have over 70 nutritional products, so something for everyone. No matter what your health and wellness needs are. We provide solutions in 2 key areas, and that's health and finances. For me, I came for energy and weight management. For my husband, he came for energy and sports performance. And some people just come to age gracefully. But what is really cool about AdvoCare is when you work on you, chances are you could really benefit your finances as well by sharing that and paying that forward to others. And I'll cover that a little bit later on, but AdvoCare, I wouldn't be doing it justice without sharing the full message of what it can do for your family. So 8 months ago, just got started on AdvoCare, never heard of it before, but I needed someone to really sit down and tell me what are some reasons why I would want to say yes. Why would I ultimately choose to put my health in AdvoCare's hands? And so here's some reasons why. So the number 5 reason why I love AdvoCare is that everyone has choices. There are some relationships to get involved, and then we also have a number 5, guys, and that's a no thank you. This really isn't for me, but we respect that. We love everyone right where they are, and if that isn't for you, then we just ask if you know someone who AdvoCare could benefit, that you just send them our way. We would be more than happy to love on them and help them. So the first relationship, number 1 there, is a retail customer. This is purchasing the product at full price from a distributor, from their website or either on hand from them. Now, this is just like walking into a Walmart and purchasing an item off the shelf. The products are worth every single penny, but we like to call this test driving the products. So what typically happens is someone is a number one, just a retail customer, and then they're going to turn into a number two because you're always going to find something that you love. So a number two is a wholesale customer. And this is where you pay $79 and you get $70 worth of Spark, our number one selling product that pays for your membership. So it's very similar to a Sam's or Costco membership. There's an annual renewal fee of $50, and you start at a 20% discount. Now that discount can grow to 25, 30, and even 40%. But what I loved about this, and this is where my husband and I got started, is that there are no monthly minimums. No one's going to call you up asking you to order AdvoCare products. There's no requirement to sell, and there's no auto ship. How exciting is that, right? The only things that come to your doorstep are the things that you go online and order. So it's truly just a discount. It's very similar to being an AdvoCare member. Now, number three is a distributor. Everyone starts with that $79. So wholesale customer and distributor all start as to $79. And then I'm sorry, it looks like there might be some issues with people watching this. I hope that everyone can see it. If not, if you need to make it clearer, guys, you can go to the settings button down at the bottom of your screen and change it to HD. That usually makes it look a lot nicer. Okay, so the number three distributor there, this is someone, we kind of mark that out and call it a hobbyist. So this is someone who is actively sharing AdvoCare products to friends and family, and maybe earning some extra income. Maybe they're just earning some money to pay for their own products. So my husband and I, we started as a wholesale customer. We very quickly slid to a distributor because people were asking. They were noticing that we were doing things differently, and so we were just helping them get started as well. So we slid right into that number three there. And then the number four, the only difference between a number three and a number four is a mindset shift, guys. This is someone who's looking for part-time efforts to generate full-time in plan B. This is someone at the highest discount level of 40%, but it's also the someone who's at the highest profit margin of 40%. I'll cover that a little bit later on in the presentation, but how my family slid from a number two to a number three and then to a number four ultimately, because we just have been so blessed by this company and all the value that it's added to our lives. So the number four reason why you should say yes to AdvoCare, and a huge reason why I said yes, is because the science behind the products. I truly wanted to know that these were accredited doctors. They weren't just Joe Schmo off the side of the road. These individuals are amazing. So I would encourage you to go and Google AdvoCare Scientific and Medical Advisory Board. Read up on each of them. Read their profiles, figure out who they are, what they do. They handpick every ingredient. And a really cool fact is that they are not paid to be on our board. They do this for free. You can pay someone to say anything. But our doctors do this because they love this company and they love what AdvoCare stands for. And so I was nursing our daughter, 10-month-old, when I got started. And so this tugged on my mama heartstrings with that little man in the top left-hand corner, Stanley Dudrick. Stanley Dudrick is the pioneer of intravenous feeding, TPN. He's accredited for saving the lives of over 10 million babies in the U.S. alone. And again, my mama heartstrings were tugging because this is little Vinny Capozzi. My sweet friend Kelly, this is her little boy. He was born at 1 pound, 13 ounces. And you'll see there that Dr. Dudrick's invention saved his life. Vinny is now a happy, bouncing, wild little 4-year-old boy. Him and my 4-year-old Bennett are best buddies at preschool. They have fun together every day, and I'm sure they drive their teachers absolutely crazy. But I'm so thankful for Dr. Dudrick's invention. And if a man of his caliber backs AdvoCare, if it's good enough for Dr. Dudrick, then it is absolutely good enough for me. So the number three reason why we said yes to AdvoCare, like I mentioned, we're a military family. My husband was not going to put his career in jeopardy for any products, and that is absolutely for certain. So we did some research here. Who else was using AdvoCare products? Who else backs this company? Is it people that line up with who we are? And sure enough, AdvoCare has over 100 non-paid endorsers. These individuals, these champion athletes and performers, must be using AdvoCare products on their own. And then they have to submit an application and be selected from AdvoCare Corporate to be one of our non-paid endorsers. They're paid with products, not money. And that speaks volumes to the fact that the products work and that the products are safe. These athletes are just top of the line individuals, full of integrity, and that's something that our family really, really respects. Now, that little green check mark in the bottom of your screen there, that is informed choice. Now, this is where my husband got on board, because this is where AdvoCare sends our products off to a third-party lab and has them tested for over 200 banned substances. And so, my husband's career is not in the line here in jeopardy over using any AdvoCare products, and we love that. You'll see there that we have a NASCAR car, number 6, Trevor Bayne, and we're all over the TV with sponsorships and bowls that we're hosting. And then the really cool thing is that we just became the official sports nutrition partner of Major League Soccer. So on the sidelines, they are drinking our sports drink and fueling their bodies properly with AdvoCare, and that's a really big deal. And we're extremely grateful for that. So be on the lookout for us when you're watching some MLS. Now, the number 2 reason why you'd want to say yes to AdvoCare is that it's a one-stop shop, guys. Seriously, something for everyone. Over 70 products. We can match your goals and your budget and really help you get off to a great start with your health and wellness. So you'll see our product lines there. We have the Trim, that's for our weight management, the Active for our energy, the Wellness for just to age gracefully, and then Sports Performance Elite there for sports performance. Now, the potential of a 40% discount got my husband and I real excited, because that made it affordable to stay on product long term and continue meeting our health and wellness goals. Now, it was delivered to our doorstep. It's amazing that we never have to leave our house, and there's no auto ship. So truly, no catches here. It has been absolutely a blessing. So I want to tell you guys a few stories from each of these product lines, because pictures are one thing, but stories are amazing. So here we go. And the Trim line is my beautiful friend, Tasha Summers. Now, Tasha is a mom of 2 boys. She's a wife. She's a school teacher. She volunteers at her church. She is busy, full plate of life. So Tasha got started right after we did. She knew that, if it was something we were trying, she probably could give it a try as well. She had a really big goal to lose 30 pounds in 3 months. So you'll see there, over the course of her 24-day challenge, which I'll cover in a little bit, she lost 16 pounds. Now, here she is. There's her stats, but here she is. She had reached that 30-pound mark in 3 months. Absolutely amazing. And she just is glowing from the inside out. She's paying that forward to a few people now, and it's such a blessing to just watch her shine. So in the Active line is our friend Tom Howard. Now, you'll see there that Tom did not come to AdvoCare to lose weight. We have something for everyone. Tom was tired of being his own chemist. Tom has ran the Boston Marathon before, and he was tired of putting together products from, energy products from one store, wellness products from another, running products from another store. He wanted things to work together, and that's exactly what AdvoCare products do. So Tom got started. He smashed some PRs. Absolutely amazing performance there, but he really loves the fact that he can get it all from one-stop shop. Now, this is my beautiful friend, LaTwanda Young, and I love sharing their story under the wellness line, because the Young family came for a healthy lifestyle. They came to change the tone in their home, I like to say. They've got 2 very active boys who are involved in a lot of things, and her and her husband both just really wanted to live a healthier lifestyle, to model that for them. And so that's exactly what they've done. Now, along the way, LaTwanda has lost, I think it's 22 pounds and 25 inches since beginning AdvoCare products last fall. Absolutely astonishing the way that she's just taking control of her health. Her husband has had amazing results. Now, here's the kicker for them. Their beautiful son had their oldest there. Now, their before and afters are swapped. I'm so sorry. I need to switch those to the other side. But her oldest son has lost 5 pounds and over 18 inches just from changing the nutrition plan that's going on in their house. Guys, that is leaving a legacy. That is building the four walls that you live in. So I'm so excited about what that's doing for the young family. Now, this is our friend Matt Blankenship. Now, Matt came, he was a Division I athlete, and you'll see the progression of his pictures there. That's 106 days. Now, Matt was, he obviously went through a little bit of something called life in between Division I athlete and that top before picture there. But Matt got started on a 24-day challenge. He lost 16 pounds, and then you'll see the progression there. He was really coming to get back into CrossFit and to just get himself back. And that's exactly what he's done with that, with the 24-day challenge and the sports performance products. Amazing recovery. And you'll see the way that he's transformed his life. So the number one reason why we ultimately have absolutely loved AdvoCare is the support. Guys, it's truly a community like none other. Such a positive experience. I know so many of us are bogged down with negative in our workplace and in our friends, our circle of friends, sometimes even in our own families. So having a positive voice speaking into our life has made a huge difference for me, and I didn't even know I needed it when I said yes. So the coaching, every AdvoCare product is going to come with coaching. Someone's going to call you and make sure that it's working for you and that you're seeing the results that you're looking for. Again, the community, there we do all kinds of fun events together just to build that community and build the friendships and build each other up. Those are pictures there from some of the events my husband and I have had the honor to attend. And then corporate, they go above and beyond for us to make sure that we have all of the resources that we need, both as distributors and product users. So I'm going to cover the AdvoCare 24-day challenge. This is where about 80% of product users begin. Now, it's certainly not where you need to or where you have to. It just is a good foundation of health and wellness for everyone. So I came for energy and weight management. I started here. My husband came for energy and sports performance. He started here. And so it's broken up into 2 phases. That first phase is a cleanse. And if you are anything like me, you wanted to turn around and run when you heard that, right? Because it sounds so scary. But it is not. It feels absolutely amazing. We like to call it gentle and uneventful. It is going to just rid your body of toxins and set you up for optimal nutrition. We like to think of it as changing the oil in our car or changing the lint trap in our dryer. So we're doing routine maintenance on our bodies, the same as you would do on your cars and appliances. And that absolutely, you'll feel a burst of energy. You'll notice better sleep. You will feel absolutely wonderful. Now, the second phase is that rocket fuel that we're going to pour back into you. So we've just cleansed out. Now we're going to put in the really great stuff, the good vitamins, and for the next 14 days. So you're going to be on a product called Metabolic Nutrition System. This is going to meet all of your wellness needs for your general wellness, your appetite control, and your energy. Spark is our #1 selling product for mental focus and clarity. And then those meal replacement shakes are listed there. Now, those are optional, but they are an amazing thing for a mama like me who's running out the door hoping that my kids are coming with me, right? Because the mornings are crazy, and I was either skipping the meal, skipping breakfast, or hitting up the drive-thru. So I'm really thankful for those meal replacement shakes every morning to get my metabolism running. So the AdvoCare, again, the 24-day challenge lays the health and wellness, the foundation of that you can build upon from thereafter. So it's not 24 days and done. I like to think of it as 25 and beyond. And what comes next is really up to you based on your goals and your budget. So every 24-day challenge is going to come with a daily guide, a booklet, and this walks you through your day. So what to take, when to take it, what to eat, when to eat. It's foolproof here. If I can do it, anyone can do it. But then there's also a tech-savvy version for the iPhone and Android app that you could download as well. We also have a website called the Virtual Coach. Now, this is an amazing resource for helping you plan out some food and getting things on track, your food and your snacks. Now, the Private Challenger Facebook page, this is part of that community that I was talking about, the positive community. It's so nice to know that there's people going through what you're going through and doing things just like you are. So that's an amazing place to be and get lots of good tips and recipes and ideas. So speaking of food, I certainly didn't get overweight because I don't like food. So we eat a lot of food with AdvoCare. We're a food first program. That was one of the reasons why I got excited about doing this and really getting my nutrition on track. So we eat 3 meals a day and 2 to 3 snacks a day. And we eat all food groups, so lean proteins, complex carbs, fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and you'll see there an assortment of food. I almost feel like I eat like a football player all day long. We have 2 cookbooks and a grocery guide to help you with this. Your coach is going to be an amazing resource for this and making sure that we find things that fit your lifestyle. Now, I included this little slide because guess what's coming? Summer. Guys, we just had Easter, which means spring is here, and that means summer's coming. And we always like to think of AdvoCare as if you give yourself 90 days. You want to be consistent and give yourself a 90-day window. And so guess what 90 days is? Just before July 4th. So we have a new challenge group starting up. My team does. I'm so excited about coaching some of these people through it. But we're going to start on April 4th. And then you guessed it, 90 days will be just before July 4th. So where will you be by then? Will you be moving forward in your health and wellness, or will you be standing still in thick sand? All right, so just to close it up, the 4 relationships, I talked about we started at a number 2, we moved to a number 3, and then here we are at a number 4. Never would I have thought that. So here we are. Now, what does that mean? What does it mean to have an AdvoCare business? So here's what understanding the business of AdvoCare looks like. Step 1, you get started on product. Guys, the products are going to work every single time, taken correctly with proper nutrition every single time. And so what happens when we find something we love? We're going to tell somebody about it. I always tell people when I find a good restaurant or I find a good shoe sale, right, ladies? We always tell someone. So that's exactly what happens with AdvoCare. We tell them what's working for us, and you'll see the group of people. And then if you don't tell them, they are going to ask you because they're going to notice changes that are happening. That's what happened for my husband and I. They noticed that I was shaking up my spark every morning, and I had a smile on my face. And so I just told them that I was starting out AdvoCare, and then they got started. So that's how that works. And then the phone there, guys, that's just connecting with people, getting to know them, getting to know what they want out of this. And that's where that locked arms comes into play. So that's what we do. We just help people get a win that matters for them, whether that's lose 20 pounds, gain 20 pounds, earn $200, earn $2,000. That's our job, is to just help them find a win that matters for them. So we have over 400 families in our team that fall in the 4G network. Now this is gas, groceries, games, and gifts. Stopping by the gas station and putting in $5 at a time. Or for me, going to the commissary on the 1st and the 15th, right? Payday, grabbing your groceries, standing in the long lines. How amazing is it that I get to go to the grocery store on non-payday and not have to wait in the long lines now thanks to AdvoCare? What about games? If you have kids who are playing sports, no one wants to say no to playing soccer because you can't afford the equipment or the registration fee. Games, this is where AdvoCare gets real. This is AdvoCare in the everyday. What about gifts? Who gets invited to that birthday party or that wedding and then dreads having to purchase the gift? Because where's that coming out of your budget? Those are the things that AdvoCare gets real for, guys. Helping someone get healthy, and then look what could happen for your family. So what would you do with an extra $500? These are 3 of my wonderful friends. I've got to meet them all in Tennessee at a trip that we earned. So this is my beautiful friend, Tanya Lowe. Tanya is a teacher, a full plate of life. She's married to Bill. They live in Tennessee there. Tanya has lost over 80 pounds with AdvoCare. And she's been sharing that with teachers. People notice, guys, she's earned $492 last month, and they're using that money to pay off debt. They have their debt written on their fridge, and they're marking through it every time they pay off a credit card. How exciting is that for their family? That is freedom, thanks to AdvoCare. So then my other friend, Tammy Fox, she's a work-from-home mama. She's got 2 teenage kids that are about to leave the nest. And Tammy has always been provided for by her amazing husband, Steve. But what Tammy wants to do is help some people get healthy, and then she's putting all of her earnings in a savings account, and she's going to buy Steve a brand new truck. He has always provided the newer vehicle for her, and while he drove the older one, and so now it's payback time. So Tammy has gotten to work sharing AdvoCare and is going to purchase her man a new truck. I love that story. And then my amazing friend Charlie. Now Charlie is a walking, talking AdvoCare billboard. He has lost over 115 pounds. People notice, people ask. Charlie is a detective, a daddy, a husband, full plate of life. He has a million jobs, I think. So if he can do it, anyone can do it. But he's helping people get healthy right along with himself getting healthy. And you'll see he's earned over $1,700 last month. Absolutely remarkable. So here's our family, and you'll see there that we've had quite a big transformation as far as our appearance, but also on the outward and inside too, because we just have really grown together as a husband and wife, where we just feel so blessed that AdvoCare found us, I always like to say. So you'll see there that our first earnings, that first pay period, I earned retailing a little product, and then a first paycheck was $250. Now that got this mama excited. I wasn't bringing in any income, so to finally have some money rolling in with my name on it got me real excited. I paid our camper payment, and then I went and got a pedicure. Right? Because what do us mamas do? We don't spend money on ourselves. So I went and got a pedicure, and that felt wonderful. And I got to thinking, what if I just helped a few more people get healthy? And that's exactly what I did and what I'm doing now. So in February of 2016, I brought in a little over $2,800. And that speaks volumes to our family because I was working full-time, fresh out of college, and I was bringing home $1,400 for a full-time income. So here I am. I've doubled that, working part-time after my babies go to bed, and it's so rewarding to help someone get healthy at the same time as working on myself. So we paid cash for Christmas this past year for our first time in our parenting career. I mentioned that camper payment. That's what we're doing with that income, is smashing that debt. I pay for preschool every year for my 2 little boys, or every month. You'll see there my 2 little boys. And then we put money in savings, but ultimately AdvoCare is going to provide our family some choices. We are so excited about changing people's lives, whether that's with their health or their finances. And we are really passionate about paying it forward to other people who need it just like we did and just like we do. So that brings me to that domino. I guarantee that my friend Kelly did not know what AdvoCare was going to unlock for me. And you don't know what your yes could unlock for someone else. So I really want that to sink in for you. What would your yes unlock for someone that you know? So here's the domino ripple effect from me. That's my beautiful friend Kelly in the top left-hand corner, and her family, her husband and 2 kids. That's Vinny that I showed earlier there. And you'll see her February earnings were a little over $1,500. She's a stay-at-home mom, Army wife, just like me. Now, during 2015, her husband was deployed, and when he got home, they were debt-free, guys. That's 2 cars that they paid off. Absolutely debt-free. Now, luck would have it, and her car transmission went out, and they had to go out and get a brand new swagger wagon, new minivan with all the bells and whistles. But thanks to AdvoCare, they didn't have to stress about that. They were able to go out and get what they really wanted, and thanks to AdvoCare providing financially for them. So she's out changing some lives and doing an amazing job. Now, her ripple started with Stephen and Leanne Triplet. Now, Leanne is Kelly's sister, and they're located there in Georgia. Leanne is a school teacher. Stephen got started on products for a health solution. Leanne was looking for energy. As a school teacher, she was coming home and just crashing on the couch and turning on a movie for their son, Hudson. And so she needed to really change things for their family. That's what they did. Stephen's lost he's lost 50 pounds. and put 10 pounds back on in lean muscle. It looks absolutely incredible back in CrossFit. Leanne looks incredible as well. And they have just paid that forward to other people who are noticing. And you'll see their earnings there, little over $3,200 back in February of this year. Now, let me tell you the fun part about Leanne. So Leanne was, she loves teaching. That was her passion. But she also really loves her son. And she really wanted to pour into him every day and not give him her leftovers. So Leanne was able to, AdvoCare bridged a gap for them financially, and she was able to step away and come home and spend her days with Hudson. And so her earnings in February were coming in right at her full-time earnings as a school teacher. And so now she's a flexible work-from-home mommy, waking up, making pancakes for Hudson, and just enjoying her days with him. So I love that part. That is what AdvoCare unlocks for people, those deep desires in your heart. And then her ripple effect comes from Paige Craig. It's our beautiful friend and mentor and Emerald leader. Paige was a former police officer and just one tough cookie, right? She had great product results and got started on just products for a while there. And then her circumstances changed and she had little Shelby Joe. And that's when she realized that as a night shift police officer, her husband worked in railroad, that they were high-fiving at the door. How were they going to raise a baby? So Paige got intentional with sharing AdvoCare, and you'll see her earnings there. She started, and she's been doing this for 4 years now, guys, and very part-time, flexible, work-from-home mommy, and she brought in a little over $8,000 in February. Now, she takes Shelby Joe to Mommy and Me gymnastics, and it doesn't mean that she didn't love being a police officer, but it unlocked a deep desire in her heart to do something different. And spend her days and invest her time with those that matter the most. So I love that quote, what you do today can improve all of your tomorrows. And we love saying AdvoCare comes before the need. So just like Paige got started on products and then her situation changed, her circumstances changed, and there she was. She had an amazing financial solution to it. Just like Kelly's situation as well. AdvoCare came before they need. She didn't know her transmission was going to go out, but it did. And then so they were able to go out and buy a brand new van thanks to AdvoCare, the money coming in monthly. So I want to close it down with this. So if you're curious, if you're a lady and you're curious about AdvoCare, this is where you have to be. There is no question about it. You have to be at Ladies Alive. There are locations all across the U.S. on April 9th and 16th. Now, I'll be at the location in Nashville on April 9th. It's from 10 to 4, guys. It's a $30 ticket. Anyone in AdvoCare or out of AdvoCare can come. You do not have to be involved with AdvoCare already. But what's so cool about it is that you get over $90 worth of products, samples to try, but then also a daily planner, a calendar to keep us organized. But guys, when I tell you that you're going to walk out of there a better you, I mean it. I have been to numerous AdvoCare events, and I've never walked out of there any less than when I went. It will change your life. If you want to be a better mom, if you want to be a better wife, if you want to be a better friend, if you want to be a better daughter, this is where you have to be. I would love to talk with you further about this and help you get there and make arrangements for lodging or travel. However I can help you, I would love that. But it will change your life, and I want you there with me just so you can see it with your own eyes and experience the passion that I have for this company, that you get to see it as well. So guys, again, thank you so much for logging on tonight. I appreciate all of you. I'm so sorry if there was a little bit of technology glitches. Offer me some grace, and hopefully you can get your settings to where things aren't blurry. But I love you each. I would love to talk with you further and really just help map out a good plan for you. So get back to the person that got you on this webinar, and be blessed, guys.